What's up, guys? Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast. We actually have a pretty cool one. I'm very excited. I spent 30...
Nice. So what, Ted wasn't shit?
What's that?
We have a pretty cool one. Fuck the last guest we had.
That was
Ted
awesome,
wasn't
too.
shit.
That was surprisingly awesome. But this one is cool because I spent 30-something years, in the high 30s of my years, knowing that I only had sisters forever. And I never had a brother. Fucking fine. I'm good with that. I am surrounded by women. And then, out of the blue one day, we find out that I actually have a brother. And his name is David.
Surprise.
Yeah. Totally, man. So
Same here.
Yeah,
Same
pretty
here.
awesome, dude. How crazy is that?
Well, I mean, I've been searching since 18, maybe 13. My mom was basically like, oh, your dad's name was this guy, Jim. So I spent my whole life looking for this guy, Jim. Nope. Then when you really pressed her, it's like, well, maybe it'd been Greg. It was Greg. And then I, eventually went through 23andMe and found him.
So wow. You got a connection to someone in our family from 23andMe?
Correct. It was Grandma Carol. So
it was Grandma Carol?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
Lister is my great aunt, and then basically called her, or at least through message, and she connected us.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
So your mom legitimately didn't know? Or just didn't want to give you the name?
I think it's both. Both. Like at first, it was convenient because this guy Jim was her husband at the time, and
okay.
So I think the backstory was he cheated on her. So to get back to him, she cheated on him.
Right.
And then they divorced, and then she's like, "Oh, surprise! I have a kid." And he's like, "It's not mine." And so they divorced, and then. She named me after that guy, and so.
Oh, really?
But I never met him my whole life, so.
Oh, wow. Okay, really? So he wasn't in your life at all.
Not at all. Okay. Not at all. I think they got divorced almost a year and a half before I was born. So.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
So even the math doesn't make sense.
Shit, a 2-year pregnancy, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you guys have seen this. I've talked about how nuts my family is, and boy, was it proven the other night. But I'll get into that later. But yeah, just. Fucking life was wild back then, dude, and there was a lot of things going on between my mom and my dad, you know what I mean, and I think just shit got weird, you know what I mean, and I do know the story of how it happened, and I don't want to say it out here, but all said and done, it was very cool for you to reach out, and it was very cool for my dad to like fucking own up to it, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And
Did he know?
No, I don't think my dad knew at all.
No,
I think it was a one night
surprised.
thing. It was like a.
It happens.
Yeah, and then big shout out to my mom. You know what I mean? For when we met him for the first time, it was at my mom's house. You know what I mean? Who is
she's the sweetest lady.
Yeah, I mean, for her to be able to accept that and love, and still be fine, and years later, you know what I mean? It's all good because, you're a little bit older than my younger sister. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Yeah.
I think I'm like 8 months, 9 months younger than you.
Yeah, totally, man. It's fucking wild times back then. So it's been a trip, man. Like, and I remember when we first met, I was like, hey, bud, like, you did not win the lottery here. Like, you did not. You got it. You got accepted into the weirdest family ever that is loving. You know what I mean? But this is a wild motherfucking family, dude. I mean, like super fucking wild. So
I didn't win the lottery on both ends.
That's true. Yes. So I really don't know. I mean, I don't know much about. I mean, I know you were in the military. I know you were raised by a single mom who, you have your issues with or whatever, and we all have issues with our parents. But what was like you were raised in Lancaster?
Correct. Yeah, I was basically born in Lancaster, lived a little bit in Palmdale, Quartz Hill, back to Lancaster again before I left the valley, and just never wanted to come back. So
yeah. And then, I mean, obviously childhood was fucking up and down, pretty wild, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, my mom, she's done as well as she could, and she didn't come from a great background either. So we were pretty much out on the streets running around being, wild kids. And so just didn't have a father figure until, other than whatever boyfriend she had at the time. So it would have been great to know that, my actual biological dad was probably about 10 miles away from me the whole time.
Yeah, pretty wild, man. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and just to be looking for a guy named Greg from Palmdale or Lancaster is crazy, dude.
I paid for probably 10 or 11 yearbooks for someone that named Greg that graduated from somewhere in Quartz Hill, somewhere within like the what is it, the 70s, late 70s. I was looking for tons of different yearbooks for a guy named Greg.
Crazy, dude.
Even checking obituaries, I'm like, there's this guy Greg. I kind of look like this dude.
What was because I grew up knowing my dad, obviously, and he was in and out of our lives, this and that, back and forth. But you had the urge to just at least fucking find out. I mean,
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I did eventually find this guy, Jim Catchings, that I don't know if I want to set his name, but it's fine. Found him just through Googling records and stuff, and it's this. He's a pretty well-to-do guy, and
really?
I did. He agreed to do a biologic test, and we did it, and he's not. And then he's like, well, I feel bad for you, I mean, I could adopt you if you want. And I'm like, I don't want your pity love.
Yeah, totally, dude, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I can adopt you if you want.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just stick around when I was little?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was like, I knew she had a kid, but you weren't mine. So, I mean, you seem like a great guy. And I was like, well, thank you.
Yeah, totally.
So you do understand also, like, hey, it's not my kid, and I'm not hanging out with you. You're a pain in the ass. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I mean, you understand that as well.
It's really it's really hard to fucking. It takes a special kind of dude to step in and be like a real stepdad, dude. You know what I mean? Because it's really and as much as I love my kids, it's hard to love your own kids sometimes. You know what I mean? Just with fucking how hard it is. You know what I mean? Like just the trials and tribulations. You're like, these motherfuckers right here. And then. As a man, like, women are so much better at loving things, you know what I mean, most of the time. But as a man, you're like, how the fuck, that's not your blood. It's like a weird, for me, it's a weird thing to wrap my head around, Not that I couldn't love a kid that wasn't mine, but when I was younger, I just
go back to how your empathy and your caringness and your lovingness that we always discuss. Just again, if it ain't my blood, fuck that.
Well, it's kind of weird. I don't know. I have
I've done it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And you're much more caring person than I am.
But it's just people.
I know.
Yeah. And so it's little people, and they're cute and they're fun, and you're in their lives. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a thing where I think back to my childhood, and the fear is that I had so many fucking father figures, boyfriends or whatever my mom dated that were in and out of my lives. And it's like every time you'd finally get used to this asshole, they're gone. You know what I mean? So that was, I think, a lot of the fear of me. Like when I think about raising someone else's kid, is like, I'm eventually going to break up with your mom, dude. And then what? I just never talk to you again. You know what I mean? It's fucking weird, All the girls that I've been with that had kids, all of those kids still talk to me.
That's nice.
Even though we were right afterwards, it was, but then as they all got to be adults and they got to be older and on their own, I talked to all of them, go have lunch with them, hang out with them. That's nice. Yeah.
That's really cool.
But again, I care about people.
That's true.
A lot more than I know, like how influential you were in that kid's life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do actually, it's kind of, there's a couple of them that they let me know. Like,
that's nice.
Yeah, it is really nice.
I'm still waiting for my kids to say thanks, but it's fucking hasn't happened
yet. Your kids are still waiting for you to do something for them.
Rude. Yeah. All right, so as a teenager, you're fucking over it, you're tired, you join the military. You joined the Navy, right?
Correct. Yeah.
You go in as a medic, basically?
Yeah, I was thinking first going in kind of as a dentist until I saw some teeth, and I'm like, no, absolutely not.
Really? What you do now? Teeth are the thing that you're still like, fuck that?
Yeah, I mean, orthodontics would be the way to go, but no, I went into kind of their dental program, and I was really interested in it until I shadowed a dentist and seen how disgusting mouths are. And I was like, absolutely not. So I just went as a medic. Never much of a fighter and want to kill people and shoot things up. So I was like, well, I like to help people. So the next step was doing a medic's job, and it was great. I mean, I did 5 years where I met my wife, and I didn't get to go anywhere cool like I thought I was going to do. And then Navy.
Where did you end up going? Like, were you stationed?
Virginia and 29 Palms and Iraq. That's pretty much it.
Well, you went to Iraq. So you were in Iraq, like, at the fucking, during the thing.
I was in...
this is what year?
We were 2005 into 2006.
Right when it was getting hot.
Yeah,
heavy.
it was thankfully, after OIF 1 and 2, so we didn't have to wear like those hazmat suits and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It was miserably hot. Fuck that place.
Yeah, it's brutal, dude. So you're coming in, you're working in some sort of a medic fucking facility over there, right? Helping soldiers that are coming in injured, right?
Yeah, we're in a forward base, so we were, it was me and a couple of my, junior corpsmen hanging out, out in this forward, abandoned army base essentially that we kind of took over with the Marine unit.
Right.
But yeah, we didn't have a lot of connection with like the main unit, so we were out by ourselves and just winging it. It's almost like these guys living in the desert out, in the Antelope Valley. Exactly. We're,
I feel like I've been here before, dude. What the
we're
fuck?
making popcorn in canteens, for Christmas and adding some sugar on it. That was our dessert. So
wow. What, any fucking wild stories from stuff you did? I mean, because being a medic is nuts, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you send me pictures every once in a while of the most fucked up shit, and I'm and I'm pretty good with that stuff. At what point do you realize, like, did you have a knack for this stuff? Like, because what you are now is an orthopedic, you're a physician's assistant in orthopedics, right?
Correct.
In the trauma units
just
and stuff?
trauma, yeah.
Yeah, so, that's what he does now. It's like...
Yeah, blood and bones and mangled extremities, they don't bother me. And I always feel like I can go in there and correct things. As a carpenter, you're trying to put stuff together, triage some of the worst injuries during a person's worst day of their life, essentially. And and you feel rewarding that you help them. But in the military, it's the same thing. You see burns and just, a lot of orthopedic injuries. So not really into kind of the guts and, infections and stuff, So that's why I aim my career to orthopedics. But absolutely, there's tons of stories, but I don't like going over too much of the military ones. Just, I know those friends, and I don't know if I talked about it. But, I mean, you would see blast injuries, burn injuries, and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's where you met your wife.
Correct. I met her in Virginia. So she was my supervisor on an EMS crew. So she was supposed to train me into doing, like, dispatching and then, responding to EMS crews. So we didn't hit it off right at first. It took a while, but... eventually we got eye to eye. Yeah.
What was she doing? She was doing all the moving shit around, like organization stuff? Or?
Oh, yeah. Well, she was a corpsman, too. So we both worked in the ER. And one of our roles in the ER is that you have to kind of man the ambulance dispatch area. And it's my least favorite job. You're basically answering phones and, triaging things and coordinating with the doc and sending the crews out. So it's almost like the necessary evil to be on the EMS crew, and that just wasn't my thing. And she was like, "You need to answer these phones. You need to page these people." And I was like, "I'm not doing this." I did not join. Say I'm going to go work in the ER to answer phones.
Yeah, totally, man. Yeah.
Eventually, I got it, and then she ended up moving over to Virginia, to Florida, and I stayed in Virginia.
Oh, really? Okay. And so then you guys just kept it long distance for a while?
Yeah, long distance. We would travel all the time. I'd go from basically Portsmouth, Virginia, to Mayport, which is like 9.5 hour drive.
Wow.
Or we'd try to meet halfway, which inevitably she would leave like 4 hours before me, then I would leave, and then so halfway really wasn't that halfway.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's wild, man. And you guys have been married for how many fucking years?
It's our 20-year anniversary.
Yeah, me and Rosie just hit 20 years
1st.
too. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, me and Rosie just hit 20 years this last anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, together. I got married at 21. Jeez,
did you really?
Yeah.
Wow, it's wild, dude. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So when you get out of military, obviously you did your time, and then you get into the hospitals and stuff, right?
Correct. Yeah, as soon as I got out, I would have stayed in if I could have balanced work and school. But with the Marine unit, we couldn't actually say, "Hey, I need to be gone 3 days a week to go to classes." I don't really have that.
Yeah.
So, got out, used my GI Bill, kind of powered through undergrad in about 2.5 years. So, I was taking like 20-something credits a semester all year long. So, because you have a time, back in the day, you had a time clock. You had 3 years from the start of your GI Bill to when it expired. So,
really?
So I pushed through 2.5 years, and I had a half year left of GI Bill eligibility for my master's. So I was able to use that for it. So,
Wow. So you powered through your master's in like under 3 years?
No, just the bachelor's. Then the master's was still a program. It was 30 months or so.
Oh, okay.
But the first semester I didn't have to pay, but I still left with almost like $79,000 school debt. So imagine if I had to pay that extra year on top of that.
Yeah, dude.
So
it's brutal, man. Yeah, $80,000. And but I mean, you come out as basically, a doctor essentially.
yeah,
right? I mean,
we come as a PA, and they're fairly well paid, I think, as a PA. It's a little bit different training, but it's rewarding. The fact you have your own patients, you come with your own plans, do your own medications, all that stuff. You just work under a supervising doc.
So you can write scripts, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, not in California.
Don't think I didn't immediately go, what?
You didn't bring any down?
Yeah. We can get rich, bitch.
It'd be the fucking Sackler family over there, dude. That's crazy. Well, that's cool, man. I mean, yeah, because you every once in a while you'll send me a picture of a fucking foot. I'm like, yo, you know what I mean?
So where do you live?
We live in Meridians, just out of Boise, in Idaho.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I don't know how I ended up there, but other than my friend talked me into moving up there as soon as we got back from Iraq. Side note, we were when we were deployed, we were watching that Boise State Oklahoma game. I don't know if anyone saw that. Like the Statue of Liberty is kind of their famous thing on the at least everyone got the national light on Boise State from there, the football team. And he's like, "Oh, I'm from there." I'm like, "Is that like Iowa?" And he's like, "No, man, it's Idaho." And it's like, and so he's like, "Just move up here," because I was applying for UCSD or USC or something. like
really?
that.
You were going to stay back in California?
Mm-hmm. And he was like, "No, come up here. It's way cheaper." And we loved it. I mean, there was rivers and mountains.
It's so fucking nice, dude.
Yeah, mountain biking and snowboarding, all within an hour easily. And so,
and it was affordable.
Oh, it's super affordable. I think I was paying like $12,000 a year tops, and like Boise State all basically going spring, summer, fall semester,
really,
which is unheard of. That's like one semester at like San Diego, and so we just moved up there. I just changed my home record to Idaho and got in-state tuition, and just kind of. I don't know what brought me back. I should have stayed in Virginia. But
well, I don't know. I remember because I've been through Boise a million times playing shows, and we went up to see you. I guess it's a couple of years ago now, and I just remember being like actually getting to spend some time there. And you're like, dude, you go to a park. There's a fucking river in there. You can hop in and tube down the river. Then you go to the playground. The playground has splash pads and water flowing everywhere for free. You know what I mean? And you're like. So this would be $100 day in California. You know what I mean? Like to even get into a thing like this, it's like, and it's just so beautiful, man.
Oh, I mean, parking's free everywhere.
Yeah,
no paying for parking.
Yeah, totally.
So
that fucking got me this weekend.
I know. Yeah,
God, that got
hot
me.
about it, dude.
Well, I didn't even pay for parking. I got out. They've changed all the parking around here to pay parking. And it used to be just kind of downtown.
Yeah.
But now every beach community's paid parking.
A lot.
So if you go to Ventura Harbor, you go down, I don't know about Pierpont, but.
Yeah.
So I went for a walk and walked my dog down to the harbor.
Yeah.
And then I got down there, my heel started to mess with me and I couldn't walk anymore. So I called my kid to come get me and I'm sitting there looking around and I'm like, why is there parking attendants? Because a bunch of people invest. Why is there parking attendants?
Yeah.
And then I'm listening to them talk, and well, no, it's $1 an hour, and $10 for the day, and you got to pay for it. And then how we can kind of get about shit. So I'm like, hey man, like, so why?
Yeah.
What's the money for? Well, it's going to help to beautify the area and help us. I go, yeah, but what about all the other taxes that all these business owners already have to pay just to have a business down here to the harbor community so that they can do this stuff? But
wait,
then it doesn't get used.
The poor parking attendant.
I know. And then there's some lady. There's some lady sitting here on the corner, and as I'm talking, I'm checking her out, and I'd kind of already heard her because some other people that were local people were bitching about it. And you could just hear her going, it's like this everywhere. Why are they so uptight about it? It's not a big deal. Just pay the things. And so as soon as I got started, I was like, all this is making is like that fucking places down south, like Huntington Beach and them fucking places. I go, we don't fucking want them up here anyways. And it was all directed at her. And you could see her her nose kept getting higher and higher and higher. And so, yeah, it was a good one. But yeah.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. It's so funny. You now you have to pay $2 to park somewhere. And you're like, you fucking communist.
And you can't go there. There's no place to has free. You have to really go find free parking now.
Totally, yeah. It's pretty
where before you could kind of just drive around a little bit and it was okay, but I mean, it's wild. It's still.
I mean, you texted me on the way here, and you're all, I just paid $5.50 for gas. Like, what the fuck, And I was like, I know. It's fucking welcome to California, dude. Yeah,
I left paying $3.50 a gallon.
Gas?
And it's like,
well, it's worse gas.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's probably worse.
It's worse. Yeah,
it's got more shit in there.
So you can't have your vehicle sit around. Like if you lawnmowers or generators or anything that you don't use all the time, you have to put stuff called Stabo in there to stabilize the fuel because the fuel's so gnarly. Yeah, it's got so much. That's why
ethanol.
Yeah, if you let it sit in your carburetor and you have a carburetor, it gunks it up and
it's nasty, dude. But yeah, anyway, it's California is. I mean, but it's beautiful, right? You're here. It's 8 degrees. It's what I mean. It's like
It is so nice.
Yeah, we went and walked around at the pier last night. They had just gotten to town at like 6 o'clock, so we went to the Beach House Taco. Oh, okay. Got a couple tacos real quick and walked to the pier. Yeah, they're pretty decent. Yeah. Just you're fucking freezing. All of their whole family is like cold. What the hell?
Oh, we left. It was like 98, 99 or something like that in Idaho.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it gets so hot up there, dude.
Yeah, it's so hot. It's just a high desert. That's all Boise is, a high desert. But it's at the base of the mountain, so you can literally go from high desert to just, forest northwest, rocky mountains. So.
Yeah. And all the water's nice.
Oh, yeah. It's gorgeous.
That's one thing we definitely have issues with.
Yeah.
We don't just have there's literally.
We just don't have
You can go to, go up to whatever creek up the hill and find a little swimming hole that's tiny, but don't think you're going to be there by yourself. You can't just grab 5 or 6 friends and go grab some tubes and throw them in the water and just start floating. I miss that stuff, man. I lived in Washington until I was 14, and that was some of the best stuff. Yeah. Is being able to just go jump in. There's a lake there, and there. There's a lake somewhere or a pond or anything,
Yeah, I joke about Idaho, but I actually do think it's incredible. It's just one of the best looking states out there that has a mix of kind of good weather. Obviously, if you head more west, then you're getting all the rain. Yeah. If you head south, then you're just straight desert. So at least it's kind of a good mix. It's dry, I guess, like Lancaster and Palmdale.
Yeah.
It's not much humidity. And it's about the same elevation. It's only like 30, or I think at 3,000 or something. Yeah. Feet, but just the ability to go up to like Bogus Basin and go snowboarding within 30 minutes and then back down in the river and stuff like that.
So, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's beautiful. With what you're doing now, the trauma stuff, I know you were like working for a private thing for a while, and then you went back into the hospitals essentially, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So you're just fucking addicted to the on call fucking right now we got to do this. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think when I tell a lot of our junior PAs that come in is, in today's market you really have to move a certain amount of times. If you're at a place, they don't reward you for loyalty. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
you basically stay a place 3 to 4 years. You gain the knowledge you need from that, and then you fancy up your resume and you look for another job that you can increase your base salary. But myself, I like trauma, so I did 7 years trauma. Then I went to go do sports medicine for 3 years and back to trauma again. So
yeah. Was sports medicine kind of boring?
No, I actually liked it. It was fun. It was a nice kind of cush orthopedic job where I was just like clinic. I worked 4 days a week and was in the OR one day, and then I had my own clinic staff, so I could just kind of make my schedule. But it was really nice. No call, no weekends. Yeah. Now I'm back to just call weekends, 24 hours.
So what do you do? Like a basic shift, and then you like set yourself for on call for emergencies or something? Is that how that works?
Yeah. So we basically have 12-hour shifts. They're 11, but it's a 12-hour shift, and you would do that, and then you'd be on call for everything that comes through the hospital or any questions from clinics that are directed to orthopedics. They always call the on-call ortho person, which would be you. And then after 5, you're still on call, but you're backup ER call for the surgeons. So,
Right.
So you're still getting all the floor calls and stuff and outpatient calls, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, when you come in, our surgeons do a really good job of, when you're coming in, it's because, shit's hit the fan. There's someone in, terrible shape, and you're there to try to save their limb or something.
Yeah.
So you're not getting called in for simple, like, putting a shoulder back in. The ER does that. So.
Yeah. Now, as a PA, you're a physician's assistant, right? So you assist surgeons and everyone else. But you guys do a lot of like the fucking footwork for everything. Is there like a hey, these fucking surgeons get all the fucking glory, and you guys are like actually doing all the gnarly shit? Like, you get it all ready for them to fucking come in and look like heroes, or is there's
a little bit of that? But it depends on which surgeon you have. A lot of them will kind of say, oh, I do things because I have great staff, our PAs. But our PAs are kind of the foot soldiers. They're the front line of people coming in through the hospital. We immediately put joints back together and splint them and close their wounds, go, like present this to the surgeon and be like, hey, this is what we got. I'm going to book it for your surgery. And we expect, we think you're going to do this. And he's like, oh, great. All right, book it. Let's go. And then they'll come in. And so you're that interface between the patient and the surgeons, because most surgeons they're there to do surgery, then
they bounce. Yeah, totally.
They're not seeing them typically every day.
So not only are you doing like a huge majority of the just fucking stabilizing, but you're also like trying to help the fucking patient on top. You're like there with them through the whole thing, right?
Oh, yeah. You see them from when they come in, and then you're there to discharge them, and then you see them in clinic. So,
what do you see? Is it accidents? I mean, motorcycles, cars. I mean, is it injuries, gunshots? What the fuck?
E-scooters right now are like,
e-scooters. Yeah,
these are the things people just get so fucked up on.
Dude, pretty gnarly.
Because they're usually drunk. They're usually crash going 20 miles an hour into a vehicle or get hit by a vehicle.
Yeah, that's wild.
They're not paying attention to the laws at all.
Yeah. No, they're just zipping in and out on the sidewalk. And hopefully the car doesn't go through the sidewalk.
Yeah. You see it constantly around town. You see them flying.
They move,
and they're not stopping for stop signs. They're going down the bike lane and getting up, like you said, getting up on the curb and doing all this wild shit, which... If I was 16 or 17 and I had one of those bikes, I definitely would have ended up seeing you.
Yeah, this is, we're kind of transitioning. That was our early summer, but, with the trauma season, which basically really takes off from Memorial to Labor Day.
Trauma season?
Yeah, that's like where
there's a season?
It's kind of bimodal that we get this big spike in trauma summer and then the big winter spike. So there's the lulls of kind of the fall and then the springtime, but those two seasons where we really get hit the most. So we're transitioning from the e-scooters now into the higher mechanism, the car crash, the motorcycle crashes, ATV, dirt bikes, bull riding, horse riding, like everything, hang gliding, base jumping, all those things that they do in Idaho.
Jesus,
they're
I guess skiing and snowboarding too, probably.
Yeah,
right?
that's the kind of hits our next winter spike. And then the normal geriatric hip fracture slipping on ice. So we get tons of those.
That's crazy, man. Do you have any like stories that stick out where you're like, this fucking guy is not going to make it, but does, or anything like that?
There's a ton, but that's kind of HIPAA violation.
I know. Well, you don't have to give out names.
No, totally. You can imagine. We take care of everyone with whatever trauma that comes through, and a lot of them are just not in great shape. So.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, dude.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and that's the thrill of being in trauma, is that you actually make a difference in someone's life. Nothing about my colleagues that do primary care, but they're treating chronic conditions that may never get better or progressively worsen.
Right.
We're there just some guy that yells at some kid because he doesn't operate the tractor the right way.
Yeah, totally. For sure, dude. Yeah.
Trauma. Yeah. Talk about trauma. All the kids that come out of his fucking program.
I did something the other day that we were doing work for the fire department over there, and I have a few applicants and apprentices with me. We were moving a bunch of dirt with scrapers and shit like that. And there's this kid that I know him from the past. Like, I totally know him. He's coming in to be an apprentice now. And so me and him have a long history. We've known each other for fucking 10 years. And I'm fucking standing in front of this fire department dude, like, you know, this fire captain he manages like urban fucking rescue and shit. And I fucking light this dude up on the radio, dude. I'm like, what the fuck is, you know, I just start like giving it. And I finally get off the radio, and John, my coworker, is just giggling like his ass off. And the fire captain's all, what the fuck, dude? Because I just, you know, I know him really well, and he's an iron worker, so he responds to this, you know what I mean? Like, and I wasn't calling him an idiot or anything. I was just like, I was just getting it on him, you know? You want my fucking daughter to come finish this shit? Like, you know, and the fire captain is all, holy fuck, dude. He's all, I wish I could talk to people like that. I was like, well, I do know him, but it's maybe scaled back X amount, like, you know, when I'm fucking, when I'm doing it. But it was so funny to watch a fire captain be like, Jesus, dude. How do you do that?
Well, you know they can't do shit.
Yeah,
they can't say nothing.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, dude.
I think that's a big difference between that and medicine. You can't even, you know, look at someone cross or something.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You'll get written up and fired.
I've got a lot of people around me in the medical field, you know, ex-techs, respiratory therapists, nurses.
Yeah.
And they're all like, God, I'm so sick of this shit.
Yeah.
All of them are just tired of, you know, getting in trouble for nothing.
Is it like the PC shit? Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah, incredibly PC about everything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. It is gnarly.
You don't seem like you get real bent out of shape, though, about things. No. You're like the most measured Casamas, I think.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
ever.
we just kind of take it as we go. I mean, and I think that's more of a kind of the military experience. So.
I guess that's true, Dealing with shit out there, it's like
most things aren't personal. I mean, sometimes they are, but in medicine they're not. They're, you know, people when they yell at you, they're, again, you got to think about, you know, they're probably in a car crash. Their dad maybe been in there. Their dad's in the ICU. They're frustrated, not, you know, having sleep, and then they start yelling at you. It's not because of you,
right? Yeah.
That's a good outlook.
Yeah, they're on probably a million drugs at that point.
Or they're just having the worst day of their life.
Oh, exactly.
At that moment, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to them, and they don't know how to convey it, so they just get mad and start saying shit.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true. Yeah, I've never done that.
Yeah. Or they're brain injured. They could be concussed and yelling at you too. So
that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild stuff, man. Well, yeah, it's been such a trip getting to know you over the last, what has it been, 5-6 years now? Something like that?
8?
8? Has it been 8?
2017, really? I think.
Was it 17?
Wow. Yeah.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I know. I mean, so, yeah, I think it was 8, because it's been 7 since I changed my last name.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Everyone thinks I was either gay or just running from like some, child molesting background or something. So, my partner really wanted to take his last name.
Then they saw your last name and went, "Oh, it's Greek. He definitely takes it."
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
No, I'm from Idaho, so it's all like Casimus.
Oh yeah. Has anyone ever pronounced your last name
not
right?
At all.
Never, not one time, right?
Nope.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Well, they couldn't even do it with my catchings. They were still screwing that up.
Oh, they were still screwing up the catchings.
They're like KET, and I'm like not ketchup.
So did you just always have it in you that you wanted to know?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it feels like a void in your life. Like if you just don't know, even if your dad was the biggest piece of shit and you never met him, you still want to know.
Yeah.
Because you could be easily like, all right, I closed that chapter. At least I know.
Sure. It also, I'm assuming that you also didn't have like another type of role model that stepped in to kind of take over that job. So then you're missing that father figure type. That we all need.
Oh yeah, there was a couple that came along. I mean, my mom, we moved to Reno. We were staying at Circus dating someone. We moved to Sacramento. She was dating someone. We moved to Texas. We were kind of all over the place.
Yeah,
but not a consistent figure.
Yeah. Totally. And that makes you want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, were you shocked when you found out? I mean, now that you've been in this family for 8 years, I'm not saying there's no shit to talk or whatever, but we're a pretty wild fucking family.
Well, I think it explains a lot.
Does it explain a lot?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's funny. I was telling Melissa when we were first met and this is on my mother's side, my grandmother. I was like, be prepared. Me and my family, they're hillbillies. Yeah. And she didn't believe me. And we were going to Ohio, and they're like, everyone's on the porch, like just
Sipping
people
moonshine,
observing.
fucking,
Like,
yeah.
And she goes, "You weren't kidding. They're
Yeah.
fucking hillbillies." I was like, "Yeah." And so when we met the dad's side, I was like, "We got to be prepared. I got a warning that
they're hillbillies. That they're hillbillies. They're just desert hillbillies.
Yeah, have I ever told you about the first time I introduced Rosie to my dad?
No.
I haven't? Okay, it's one of my favorite stories, dude, because my dad is... There's no other human like him. I've never met another person like him. And then you meet Grandpa Andy and you're like, okay, this fucking totally makes sense, right? So, and Rosie's family is very, like, they don't yell at each other. Everything's, like, swept under the rug. They're really nice people, but Rosie had her own, like, chaos in her life. But it's just not handled like we do. Like, we throw punches and hit each other, and then we make up and everyone's fine. And my mom is the one that keeps this family moving, you know what I mean? But when I brought Rosie to meet my dad for the first time, I'm like, hey, my dad is a different human. Like, he is just so you know, like, probably unlike anyone you ever meet. And he's not mean, or he's nice, but he's fucking, his whole entire demeanor is different, And so we roll up to his house at Lancaster, and he had this dog named Rowdy that wasn't his dog. It was just like a dog that would come to the house and hang out for a month or two until they'd get in a fight, and then the dog would like split, right? So I walk up to my dad. I go, "Hey, Dad, this is my girlfriend Rosie. Oh, nice to meet you." Blah blah. He goes to shake her hand, and his fucking hand is mauled, dude, like mauled, And I'm all, "Damn, dude, what the fuck happened to your hand?" He goes, "Oh, that fucking dog, dude. Rowdy was in the house the other day. I was trying to get him out, and he fucking bit the shit out of my hand, so I had to choke him out in the kitchen, So I threw him out of the house. I ain't seen him in a few days. I bet I'll be back, And I'm like, Rosie's all, what the fuck? Like, he had to, like, fucking straight choke the dog to get him off of him. This is a big ass pit bull, like, gnarly fucking dog, dude. And then he's like, "Well, it's nice to meet you." I'm like, "That's my dad, dude. Welcome, hello." You know what I mean? And she's like, "Holy fuck." And then we go to meet, she met Grandpa Andy for the first time, dude, and we were up in the hills, you know what I mean, and fucking my Grandpa Andy's fucking driving, and there's this chick my dad was dating in the front seat, and she's fucking got a white shirt, and tits are bouncing around. My grandpa's like, "Whoops," and just throws water on her shirt and shit.
Oh, man.
What the fuck, dude? Oh, yeah, they're fucking maniacs, dude.
Oh, man.
It's so crazy, But at least it makes sense, So you weren't too unfamiliar with the hillbilly fucking
not at all.
redneck wild man.
Yeah, I go from the desert one, to my grandma's side over in the Midwest Ohio, hillbillies, the Appalachian ones, I guess.
Yeah, that Appalachian shit is wild, dude.
Yeah. So my grandma was trying to tell Melissa about her cold one day, and she's like, you don't listen to these doctors. They're just giving you all. What you need to do is cut an onion and put it in your sock and wear it at night.
Oh,
and it'll take all the
impurities,
sickness out of you. I was like, it could just be oxidized, but totally.
Not that I believe that, but onions do absorb toxins. That's one of the reasons why, like with potato salad and stuff, leaving it out isn't because of mayonnaise. It's because the onions will make you sick. At least that's what I read. That a lot of the times when you leave stuff out, because onions, like if you leave them out on your counter, they'll shrink up and they'll turn brown. And it's because they absorb stuff out of the air.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe
it's true. David's all bullshit. I call bullshit. It's really funny because he is actually like the smartest person in our family as far as like actual knowledge of things, like especially medical shit, obviously.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many times he's called me to be like, I can't. Like, he's having to argue over, our family's nuts. You know what I mean? There's a lot of conspiracy theories flying around. And, he'll call me and he's like, "Dude, I just don't know what to do." I was like, "Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you." Because he actually has, like, real medical information. About vaccines and fucking medicine and what it does and how it works. You know what I mean? And I'm constantly like, "Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's nuts. I don't know."
Yeah. Well, I mean, even listening to patients, you let people. I mean, I am book smart about things, but there's a lot of people that know things that obviously I don't. My wife's really good at, like, "Oh, this vitamin's going to help with this." I'm like, I don't know. They don't teach me that, but if you say so, we'll go with it. But sometimes there are things you have to correct if you felt like it's going to be unsafe for people to do.
Sure, yeah.
And sometimes that doesn't always go well, especially with family members.
Yeah, totally. It's pretty wild, dude. Yeah, it's fucking. I mean, it's got to be hard for you to. Well, the weird part about the medical industry, which is one of my bigger gripes, is nutrition is not a fucking conversation.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? And it's like
lacking.
Yeah, you hear all the shit about methylene blue and fucking all these like things that help. You know what I mean? Like, and you're like, then if you were to even ask, that's why I don't even ask you questions about shit, because I'm like, not that you don't know, but it's like it's just so wild, like the holistic side of things versus what's actual medicine that works for that thing. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, I mean, even in just general medicine or in holistic medicine, there's always a profit motive.
Right.
Someone willing to sell you something.
Yeah, totally. It's got to be frustrating, right?
Oh yeah, incredibly frustrating because things change constantly. So I get calls from my family about everything. They're like, what does this test mean? I'm like, I do orthopedics. Yeah. And I was like, I haven't done, gynecological medicine since I was a student. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And I was like,
I think it means your shit's all fucked up.
Yeah, it's like, you should probably call the person that ordered the test.
Yeah, do a lot of family members send you shit?
Oh, all the time.
I think I did. We did when Bronson fucked up his leg.
Yeah.
Or maybe when Scout messed up her wrist. Because I know that's in your realm, of things. You know what I mean?
Totally. I feel comfortable with that.
Yeah,
when they come in with some weird, thyroid test. I mean, I know what's normal, abnormal, but what's that mean in relation to whatever condition they're treating? I don't know. Yeah. I'm not a primary care doctor.
Totally. It's crazy. Yeah, they just hear I'm a doctor. And you're like, well, he must know everything, No,
yeah,
dude.
you just kind of, orthopedics has an I don't know, they're pretty much the hammers in the room. So no one looks to orthopedics to diagnose or treat someone's hypertension.
Really? Yeah.
You're like, they have a pulse. And I was like, so I got to fix their leg.
It's crazy, dude. Yeah, I got to put this leg back together.
Yeah. Let's fix the leg, and then you can, worry about their heart.
Worry about what ivermectin dose they need.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. So you're out here for a few days. We're going to Universal Studios tomorrow, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Which I was mentioning is the first time in 42 years I've ever gone to a fucking amusement park with my dad.
Yeah.
Which is wild, right? He called me. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go. I was like, I'm sorry, what? You're going, dude? What do you mean you're going? Like, for how long? Like, the whole time? Yeah. But he says he's going. So.
We'll see. We'll see if he stays the whole time.
Yeah, that's right.
I think if he rides with someone, he may not have a choice.
No, he'll stay, dude. He's been hanging out. It's been kind of wild.
So you have gone
to
you said earlier you went to Disneyland with him.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So you are the favorite.
Yeah, pretty wild, huh?
That's
I moved in quick. 8 years.
Real quick.
I know.
Hey, let's go to Disneyland, Pops. Yeah, sure. Just don't tell Craig.
Yeah. Yeah, he took Erica and her
he
kids.
took the other half kid. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a half-
Cool.
it was a half kid day.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
We got a
Cool
full
stuff,
kid
dude.
together.
Full kid total now, dude.
I was just thinking, all my siblings are half.
Are they really? Yeah, because you have obviously siblings.
more, yeah.
2 more siblings.
Yeah. Well, one kind of disowns everyone in our family, so we don't hear from him. Then my middle brother's up in Washington somewhere up there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not very close to either of them, but
Yeah. It's kind of, I was listening, dude, I've been listening to this fucking podcast with Joe Pfeiffer, who's a UFC fighter. And it's honestly, it's hurting my fucking heart, dude. The kid was raised in such a broken, abusive fucking home. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's how you're raised, but one of the things that he mentioned, which fucking kind of is such a unique thing that happens when you are kind of disbanded, as a kid, you know what I mean? You're a little bit, where you don't fucking trust even your own siblings. You don't, you know what I mean? When you have no stability in your life, and I'm not saying this applies to any of us. I just, something that it really fucking, it made me think, dude, because he has 4 younger sisters and they all fucking will not work well with each other at all. You know what I mean? And it's and he, when you're raised to, fucking not trust anyone around you, and that if you rat your sibling out for the thing you did, that they're going to get the ass whipping, You know what I mean? Like, it just creates this fucking really crazy, like, no trust at all in the family. And I'm very thankful that we don't have that. You know what I mean? Like,
No, your family's really close.
my mom really kept us together no matter fucking what. You know what I mean? But it was a trippy fucking
Your family
thing.
has each other's back.
We sure do. Yeah, totally. Yeah. And I'm not sure I want to talk about it. But anyway, there was a wedding reception that ended in a full, entire Casamas family ass whooping the other day. Because someone fucked around and found out, basically. So that's all I'm going to say. It was embarrassing, I think, and weird, but someone fucked around and found out at how our family operates, basically.
I'm upset I missed this.
Yeah, you haven't experienced one of these, huh?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's not the funnest. Yeah. Anyway, it was a wild fucking deal, dude. I got way too drunk. I got told to leave because I kind of did something, but I didn't start the whole thing, and I certainly didn't end it. And I'm glad I wasn't there because I would have ended up in jail for sure, with what happened. But it was it went exactly how a true Casamas fucking party goes, dude. Pretty much. It was wild, dude. Yeah. Anyway, so what else were we doing while we were here?
I think just chilling on the beach.
You want to go to the beach, huh?
That's all I want to do. I mean, when you live out in the, kind of landlocked in Idaho, even though you have rivers, it's not the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beach, it's very soothing just to be there. So
yeah.
If I could just spend as much time out there just hearing the waves and just the breeze, that's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
So,
how long are you here for?
Oh, probably till Monday.
Oh, okay.
Probably only in Ventura until, I guess, Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you're going to go up to what, Oceanside or something? You guys are going to go?
No, we're going to we'll spend a day at Dad's house and then go from there to Riverside.
See her family?
Yeah, and we'll probably spend a day or two there. I was still debating whether or not the last day I think I will drive up and see Grandma Carol on the way out.
Yeah.
But then try to make it in one trip all the way back.
Yeah.
Dental appointment on Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh, man. Just to get it.
That's
get
not
home.
You can do. That's easy. It's not that bad.
And then you had the 3 kids in the car. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And that's a fucking whole other animal, dude.
Oh, man. We make it like a half hour down the road before one of them has to poop. And then the other one has to pee. Then they're fighting the whole time. Not one will get on each other's, schedule to go to the bathroom during the breaks.
It's pretty wild, dude.
That's why you leave at 2 a.m.
Oh, that's the best time. That's why, like, if we're leaving Monday, I'd probably hit the road at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Totally, dude. Yeah, at least get 4 or 5 hours before they really start fucking throw a bunch of donuts at them in the back seat.
Do what my dad did.
What's that?
Just take a Valium and crack it in half and stick one in each Snicker bar and just hand them a Snickers bar.
Did he really do that?
I don't endorse that one.
Yeah. Yeah, he did that. We were coming back from Florida because we went to Florida, and my mom, once we got to Florida, my mom decided that she wasn't going to send us back.
Oh, okay.
So my dad hopped in a car with stolen credit cards and went down to Florida, snatched us up, and on the way back, at one point, he was like, "Fuck this," and just cracked a volume in half, and here you guys go. Eat these candy bars.
I'm getting you back, but you motherfuckers are going to be lethargic, dude.
Dude, I couldn't imagine doing fucking...
How old are you?
And we were pretty young.
Oh, boy.
But I couldn't imagine having me and my brother in the back seat of a car from Florida to Washington for like 3 or 4 days or whatever, because it was just to get in the car and go.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Nope. No. That
it actually is
nuts.
It's a sound idea.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Especially after like day 1.5.
Oh, of us. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Mine's like, oh, he touched me.
And you got 2 boys, and he has 2 boys and a girl, and they are constantly just like fucking.
Oh, nonstop. My brother and I fought constantly in the back of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Constantly. The don't touch me.
Yeah.
He won't leave me alone, but I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Oh, I got that. He's looking at me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's the way he's looking at me.
Dude, fucking Bronson lost it the other day because King stole his nose. Had about a fucking enough of it, dude.
Wow.
Because King's always grabbing his nose. He stole my nose! And he's just fucking losing it in the hallway. I'm all, King, give him his fucking nose back, dude. And he's all, what? And I'm all, it fucking drives him nuts. Give him his nose back. And he's all, ugh, and he gives him his nose back, dude. Dude, he was about about to go fucking. He's out here with the Nerf gun. Oh, fucking give it back. He was losing it, dude.
Oh, God.
King just is all. Because he's just such a shitty little teenager now, dude. Like, just to piss his little brother off is one of his favorite things, dude. It's ridiculous, dude. But I hadn't seen Bronson, like, lose it like that in a long time, dude. Like, that was like the 25th fucking time he lost his nose that day, dude. And he
just like, this is it. I'm finished.
He's like, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
Screaming. It's so good, dude. But yeah, being stuck in a car with kids. When we did that trip up to Yellowstone, dude, I was... You just come, you need a fucking day. Like, you should get like a day of vacation away from your kids after your vacation. I think it should be a mandatory.
No, you just have to set that up yourself.
I know, but you never can. You know what I mean?
I plan on 2 days of recovery when we get back. So that's like my first shift is on Thursday. So if we get back Monday night, at least I got Tuesday, Wednesday to relax. So.
I usually don't take a vacation and come back from the vacation and go straight to work. I almost, if I can, always take another day off.
Wise.
Because when you get back, I don't care what it is. Yeah. You know, if I go camping, I got to get everything cleaned up and put away and just recover from camping. Yeah. You know, and whatever trip you take, it just seems like when you get back, I need a day to get straight.
To decompress, at least, It's wild, man. Well, anyway, it has been awesome knowing that I have a brother.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
And you definitely look...
We do look alike, right?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Scout looks more like him than you.
Well, weird. Okay, first of all.
Well, I'm just saying.
I remember he had a picture... God, it was one of your band pictures where you're just like gray hair. I was like, this is when I was first like, trying to figure out. I was like, is that my dad right there?
I know. The fucked up part is that my dad looks fucking younger than me, dude. It's rude, That's so rude. That handsome son of a bitch, dude. Yeah, it's well, like I said, man, it's been awesome finding out you have a brother, especially late in life. You know what I mean? And honestly, my fear was like, God, dude, like we don't need another fucking turd in this fucking family. You know what I mean? Like, good Lord, what if this kid is a fucking maniac? You know what I mean? And you're probably the most well put together one so far.
Not probably. Yeah, 100%. There's something to be said about not being raised in the clan. Yeah, and then coming into the clan later on.
Mm-hmm. You're like, oh yeah,
that's a good clan.
Yeah, it is a good clan. Man. So long as you're not marrying him.
Yeah,
yeah, and then you might get beat up.
Yeah.
yeah. It was a wild night. Anyway, good luck to you kids, though. They got married. It's going to work out good,
Congratulations.
I bet. Yeah, fucking
congratulations.
Dum-dums. Anyway, well, fuck, dude. I mean, that's fucking an hour right there. So we got lots of plans today. We're going to the beach. We're going to go downtown. Jay, you're more than welcome to join if you want. I know you love downtown Ventura. Big supporter of small businesses, this guy.
Yeah. They're not small businesses anymore.
Oh, that's true.
They're all turning into more
Santa
just
Barbara.
Fucking Santa Barbara, Orange County. We're looking more and more and more like Orange County constantly.
Yeah. But, we got a lot of shit to do today, so
awesome.
We're going to go fucking cruise.
Where are you guys going downtown?
Just to walk around downtown. They're staying at the Crown Plaza there. Right, the hotel right at the pier.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So we're just going to cruise.
Yeah.
Have you ever been downtown Ventura?
No.
Not really, yeah.
I did as a kid. Yeah. I was talking about the Stickman guy that my Aunt Brenda would take us down there.
Stickman?
Yeah, remember this dude that was on the corner. She's like, Stickman. And he had like schizophrenia. He was like out there with the stick.
Yeah,
it was probably our Uncle Weirdo, dude. Yeah. Tommy Weirdo.
Could have been, or it could have been numerous people.
You know about Tommy Weirdo?
No.
You don't know about Tommy Weirdo?
No.
Okay, I've talked about him before, but Tommy Weirdo is Ross and Toby's dad.
What?
He died like 6-7 years ago or whatever. But he was a legit homeless man, that lived in Ventura downtown.
Man, I could have seen him. I could have seen him as a kid.
Yeah, you wouldn't have never known, dude. But he was a fucking maniac, dude. And it's Ross and Toby's actual dad. And I mean, I liked him. You know what I mean? It's pretty wild, dude. But yeah, he was fucking nuts, dude. And he was like, I'll tell you off air how it happened, but he was a legit homeless man downtown, and he'd be walking around, and he's like, "What's up, Craigie?"
Yeah.
Like, "What's up, weirdo?" And his name was Weirdo. Like everyone knew him as Weirdo.
He wasn't. He wasn't. I mean, he was, but he wasn't like homeless.
No,
you know what I mean.
There's a whole element behind.
He looked. You could kind of see that he was somewhat out of sorts. Yeah. But he wasn't like because I hung out. I hung out down there a lot. Man. And back in back a long time ago, it doesn't seem like it that much, but I don't hang out much. There used to be like 9 or 10 straight wing nuts.
Oh yeah, there was
just
figures,
straight crazy people down there. Yeah. And one of my best friends who just recently passed away knew their triggers.
Oh, yeah.
Because he worked at Camarillo State Hospital.
Yeah.
So he would walk by and say stuff to him all the time, and then you would just see him go, you know, and it'd be just non. He just, he would walk by and go, "Hey man, have you seen the White Rabbits lately?" And the guy was eyes would get big, and he'd just start going, like start talking to Wes, and Wes would start talking back, and he did that with him, dude. That was, and I haven't seen that type of.
Yeah, when I was downtown working at Wild Planet, there was like you had Crazy John, you had fucking a guy we called Neil Zappa. He looked like Neil Young and Frank Zappa at the same time, so we called him Neil Zappa. There was like,
you remember the old skinny white guy that would wear like the white, like that's the one that Wes would walk by and go and he'd trigger him, and that dude would just, you'd see his eyes, see the medication kick off or kick on, and he'd just start going off, man.
Yeah, there was all sorts of cool, like there was one guy, a homeless dude we called George Clooney. Homeless George Clooney, because he looked just like George Clooney, but he was also shredded. Like, so he would cruise around with no shirt on, and you're like, God damn, dude, that dude he's fucking hot.
I need to be homeless.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, but there's a lot of fucking figures. I don't know. Now you go down there and it's like, fuck, dude, you know, you don't see that many homeless people, but
no, now you see young ladies rolling around with flashing balloons that spin in a circle with neon lights, and they got 12 of them hanging off of them.
Oh,
and, you know, they like may or may not be easy to communicate with. You know?
Yeah, I had a dude. We were walking downtown a few months ago, and this homeless guys are attracted to me. Like I'm like a
messiah.
Yeah, like the beard or just whatever. But this dude starts talking to me, you know, and I do not mind it at all. Like it's so entertaining and fun to like, you know, kind of get him going a little bit. But then he turns towards Scout and he starts walking to her, and I was like, "Hey, motherfucker!" And I was like, "Don't get near my daughter. I will fucking kill you." And I said it in the middle of like Oak Street and Main, and everyone turned around and he's all, "Okay." I was all, "Seriously, I'll fucking kill you if you get near my daughter." And Scout's all like this. And then he just like saunters off. I was all, "And now we understand each other. That's great. I'm having fun with you. Don't ever look at my kids. I will fucking kill you." You know what I mean? He's like,
the homeless messiah spoken.
Yeah.
But literally, I had like 15 people stop and like, "What the fuck?" And I was all, "Nah, we're not getting in it now.
No.
Nope, don't get near my fucking kids, dude."
No.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. So, anyway, thank you for coming on, dude.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
I can't wait to hang out with you for the next few days.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. Otherwise, check out Balcom Canyon Cider, guys. Got the always true hibiscus right here. Check out Dead Man's Beard Co. And that's it, I think.
Peace.
Anything else?
No.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Yeah.